Hello everyone, this is Mario. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to ride the first stage of the Tour of the Alps, a race taking place between Austria and Italy. So the first of the 5 stages is probably the easiest one for the riders. There are a few hills near the finish line, but nothing very significant. Then on the second stage, the riders will have a big climb a few kilometers before the finish line. The third stage is not that different from the first one. Then the fourth stage has 2 significant climbs that are going to create some difficulty to the riders. And finally, the fifth stage, the final stage, is probably the queen stage of this race, with big mountain passes, especially this final one, which is surely going to be important for the GC, for the final GC classification. So, not being a World Tour race, there are only 5 World Tour teams taking part in this race: Bora-hansgrohe, Team Sky, Astana, Bahrain-Merida, and AG2R. Of course, the main riders participating in this race are Vincenzo Nibali, who has won, well, not the Tour of the Alps. He won this race before it was named Tour of the Alps. It was the Giro del Trentino, if I'm not mistaken, before. And also, another big name for this race is Christopher Froome, the top leader of Team Sky. So they are the main riders for the Tour of the Alps, the main GC contenders. Also, other important riders are Pello Bilbao from Astana and Rafal Majka from Bora-hansgrohe. Of course, we also have Alexis Vuillermoz from AG2R, but is not really at the same level as the other ones. So for this race, I'm going to, although it's easy to choose the big team, and it's classified as the strongest team in this race. Although, for this type of stages, I actually only have Rafal Majka to do something good. He's the only decent climber I have in this team. Apart from him, only Pavel Polyansky can help a bit in the climbs. So I think the challenge is actually in taking Majka practically alone to do something in this race. I will aim at a top 3 finish in the GC. Let's hope I can do that. And because, Chris Froome and Vincenzo Nibali are probably going to be too strong for me to keep up with them. And my biggest opponent might be Pello Bilbao from Astana. So the favorites for the first stage are, of course, Vincenzo Nibali and Chris Froome. They are the strongest riders in this peloton. We also have among the top 10 favorites for this first stage our sprinter Pascal Ackermann. He can kind of do well in the hills. It depends on the condition he's at during the race. So we shall see if we try to win the stage with Ackermann, or if we have to just focus on Rafal Majka for the GC. So here we are to start the first stage of the Tour of the Alps. Rafal Majka is having a -1 day. His fitness is also only at 87%, so that's not going to be very good for the 5 stages that we are going to play. Our second best climber, Polyansky, is actually in a good condition, in a good fitness and race day condition. But we cannot do much with him. So yeah, the things aren't looking very good. I was also thinking about trying to win the stage with Pascal Ackermann, but his fitness and race day condition are actually terrible. So we are now 60 kilometers away from the finish line. We are closing getting close to an intermediate sprint. Pascal Ackermann is already positioning himself to try and win this. So I should try and put Bodnar in the front and Ackermann behind him, just so I can lead my sprinter to that intermediate sprint. Let's put Bodnar in 90, well, 95 maybe. I don't know if any other rider is going to compete with Ackermann for this sprint. Actually, this is being too much. Let's see, we are 1.5 kilometers away, and I'm going to launch Ackermann now for the sprint. Yeah, he's going alone, so no one else interested in the points classification. Ackermann got the first 6 points. Let's see if that will mean anything in the end of these 5 stages, if he can get the points classification. Actually, I think that 2 years ago, in 2017, Pascal Ackermann won the final classification, the final points classification. Oh, we have a fall. Oh, so many riders have fallen. And I think Schillinger is out. I think Schillinger is out. No, he's not. He's not. Sorry. My bad. So many riders of our team falling. Only Majka and Bodnar remained in the front of the race. So we have Sky now pacing in the peloton together with, Nibali. No, but this is Antonio Nibali. Where is Vincenzo? Vincenzo is here. And they are trying to catch up with the front group. Let's try to make them suffer a bit. So we are now going through a climb with Bodnar still in the front of the group. He's actually out of energy now. And since we are here, close to the finish, I will try to take the mountain points for this one. Let's try attack here. Froome is following us. Let's hope he doesn't want to take those points. Let's see. And we get the mountain points. Astana is now following us. We actually managed to break this group, and Nibali is nowhere to be seen. He's not very comfortable, actually. Where is Vincenzo Nibali? What? He's here with other 3 of his teammates. This is insane. And I'm in a group with 4 Astana men. Wow. So we are now starting the final steep climb. And I'm going to try an attack here. So I'm here following Christopher Froome. And I will try an attack. Let's see. It's the same hill we went through earlier, in which Chris Froome and Rafal Majka managed to break the rest of the group. I'm going to try to win this. There's a downhill there, so I'm using my energy gel now, and I will try to attack now. It's a very, very short and not very steep climb. I cannot even call this a climb. I could not get rid of anyone, so we are going together to the finish line. Let's see how it goes. And I'm starting the sprint now. Let's see. Majka is still in the front of the group. Let's go, Majka. Come on. I can't tell where the finish is. Oh, what a confusion. Let's go. No, it's going to be Froome. No, Majka. Yes, we got the win. Rafal Majka wins the first stage of the Tour of the Alps. Wow, I did not see that one coming. I thought we were going to lose this one. Rafal Majka winning the first stage. Wow. Ahead of Chris Froome and even Santaromita. So here is the final sprint, the replay of the final sprint. And Rafal Majka just managing to snatch the win on the first stage. I am so happy with this. Rafal Majka winning the first stage ahead of Chris Froome. Wow. And no Vincenzo Nibali to be seen. He was out of the top 10 in this stage. So to think that I was actually considering to try and win the stage with Pascal Ackermann, I'm really, really surprised, positively surprised with the win by Rafal Majka. It was a six-man group reaching the finish line ahead of everyone else, including one of the favorites for the GC classification, Vincenzo Nibali. I don't remember seeing him fall during the race. Maybe I missed it. And I mean, we tried to attack with Majka twice to gain some time to break the peloton. And I think we deserved the win, actually. So this was it, the first stage of the Tour of the Alps. A very surprising win by Rafal Majka. I was not expecting that. So please comment down below and like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you come back for the second stage of the Tour of the Alps.